Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome back to another music adventure. I'm finally doing part 2 music live stream, which is going to be a little bit different from the last one. The last one I was spending most of my time just working on songs, but this time I'm actually going to incorporate in a little bit of a tutorial as well, since I've kind of had some requests for learning how to work Musescore and make songs and stuff like that. If you guys enjoy any stuff about Musescore, and if you want to give it a try yourself, there's a link in the description below to go and download Musescore. In any case, I'm also going to be working on a certain soundtrack for an AU, which is also described in the description, which is Punstertale, which is being created by my friend Cody, and I don't think it has a very official page yet, but look forward to that in the future. I'll also be watching the chat, so if you guys have any like song requests or suggestions for stuff, please let me know, because this is kind of just a chill music sort of discussion / work thing. I don't even know what to call it, but we're just kind of here to have fun. So I'm gonna get to work on this. First of all, I'll just play what I'll have, and then I'll do like a basic tutorial as to how to set up your own songs. Okay, that's pretty much what I have of it so far, so I'm going to need to start adding quite a few instruments to this. Let me close out of this, and I'll open up the chat so I can see what's going on. I'll close out of this. Alright. So, if you want to create your own song, first, of course, you need to install Musescore, but that's pretty straightforward. You can literally just Google it. Google is your friend. And then, once you install it, it'll probably have a page that looks like... I'll close out all this. It'll look like this, but then it'll also have the Start Center, I think, comes up by default. Okay. I thought that actually froze it. That would have been stupid. So, you can just hit Create New Score, but I personally like to just go to... Oh, wait. Wait. You guys can't see the extra menus. Okay, let me go to... Let me close out of this. Let me just go to Display Capture. Alright, that should work anyway. I'll minimize this. Actually, now, just leave it. Anyway. So, when you first install Musescore, you'll kind of have this page. It might be in a different color scheme, but the layout will be the same. So then you can just go up to File, New. And you can enter the title for your song, and you can enter all of this stuff, which is just text that it fills in. So if I say, like, my song test, I don't know. Then you can change the staff. I normally just hit choose instruments, but there's a whole bunch of preset staff or instrument combinations. Then you can go through the list of instruments, which I normally like to use piano in a lot of my songs, if you guys haven't noticed that. Grab like bass guitar, electric guitar, and some drums. You can also switch it to these different music groups. If you want to go to all instruments, then you can get all of these synthesizers, but this is just for initial setup purposes. It doesn't really matter when it comes to actually choosing instruments, because I'll show you guys why in a minute. Then you can select the key signature, which you can also, all of the stuff you can change after you create the song, so you don't need to worry about it too much. And the time signature and the number of measures. So then it creates it in sort of this actual sheet music format, as opposed to how some other programs do it, where it's the, I don't know how to describe it, the Synthesia FL Studio style, piano roll style, where you just drag rectangles onto the screen. I'm not dissing that or anything, I've just kind of grown to prefer this more, just because it's actually readable and it looks more professional, even though I don't actually use a lot of the professional notes. Anyway, after you set this up, you can start adding notes to it, and you can have it repeat with this. I just have this on by default for some unexplainable reason. So you you hit this, or you can press the N key, trigger note editing mode, and then you can just kind of start adding notes. I need to turn this off. I'll get into this in a sec. Anyway. And that's pretty much the basics of making songs. It comes down to how well you can blend notes and what sounds good. But, or at least in my opinion, of course, there's people who can write technical songs and stuff from this crazy menu over here. There's all sorts of different symbols and stuff. A lot of them don't actually work on playback though, so if it doesn't really seem like it's changing the playback, then it's probably because Musescore doesn't support the playback of it. Anyway, you can do some other stuff as well if you go under the Add menu. So you can add a whole bunch of text and stuff for lyrics and chord types and things like that. And one of the most important things that you can add is the tempo marking, which adds this tempo thing where you can actually change this value and it'll change the tempo of your song. And change it to 70. Okay. One of the biggest things that I find that I use in Musescore is the mixer, but also the synthesizer is pretty big. I'll just start with the mixer. The mixer is one of the most useful tools in my opinion, although it kind of causes some display issues. What you can do with the mixer is you can mute parts to have them play but not play. You can solo them so that all the other parts don't play. And you can mark things as drum sets, which basically converts it to a drum set by default, which is kind of strange, but it has its uses still. And if you create a drum set, it'll automatically do that by default. You can adjust the volume of parts. You can adjust the pan, which basically means if you have headphones or speakers, it'll play more on the left speaker or the right speaker, depending on how you change your settings. So if I set it I wonder if my recording software actually picks that up, as opposed to, I'll have to go back and listen to that later. And the most important thing about this is you can change any part to pretty much any instrument. You can just scroll through this list and you can change it to whatever you want. Probably not the best instrument to change it to. and it takes whatever sound font you have loaded in. Musescore comes with its own default sound font, but you can download others off of the Musescore website or other various places. But I happen to be using a kind of custom sound font for my songs, so the songs, some of my instruments may sound a little bit differently than the ones that you guys use if you decide to download Musescore. But eventually I'm planning to have my sound font available to download, or I might make it a giveaway thing. I don't know. Hiya, Kobe. Thanks for stopping by. I haven't seen you a little bit. Yeah, how could I forget, Kobe? Have you gotten a pirate membership yet? I feel like there was a bit of a weird chat delay thing there, too. Anyway, I'm just kind of doing a Musescore tutorial thing. I'll change the tempo of this. I might as well make some sort of test song, why not? I'll use this bass. Duly noted. Mine isn't exactly calm, but... Okay, so some of the other things that you can do, you can go into the play panel, and you can also adjust the tempo and volume of your song from here. But I personally like using the text for it, the tempo text. Non-copyright sounds. I don't know. I mean, I'm composing stuff from scratch, kind of. And I'm also going, everything that I'm posting is, I'm crediting the original sources, or at least for all the videos I make. Anyway, so you can adjust the volume and tempo, and you can add a metronome, and you can have your song repeat. But one of the useful things you can do is, if you select a measure, then you hold down Control and Shift, and then the right arrow key, you can select a whole bunch of measures at once, which is really useful for selecting a lot of a song. Or, if you select a measure, and then you just hold down Shift, and then you select a different part in the song, it'll select all the parts in between it. So if you do that, and then you hold down Control, Shift, and right, you can start selecting huge chunks of your song, and you can, like, modify it or delete it and rearrange it a lot easier. If you want to add in measures in the middle of your song, you can hit Control, Insert, and then you can say the number of measures that you want to add. Or if you just want to add one measure, you can hit Insert, which doesn't really show up because there's no notes there. If I do it there, you can see. Or if you want to add a measure at the very end of your song, you can just hit Control B and it adds in a measure. I don't know, Kobe. I haven't really been doing a lot of questing lately. I've been doing more cane farming, and I've kind of been meaning to make a video of it, but I keep neglecting to. Anyway, what else can you do? If you want to make parts louder, because a lot of the times parts can be stupidly soft, although Musescore has done a good job of fixing that in some of their recent updates, you can go into Dynamics, and you can use the flippin' Fs. I forget the name of it. It's like Artesimos or something like that. I can't even remember it. But you can use it to make parts more dramatic, and although it makes it louder, I think it kind of kills the quality of it a little bit if you make it too loud. Kobe, please stop. I'm trying to make a music tutorial stream here. Okay, I've been meaning to for a while. I'll let you know in a little bit if I probably am gonna do a pirate stream today. Eventually, I don't know what I'm gonna do on it yet, but I'm just kind of doing this right now. Or I might end up doing an Undertale stream. Who flippin' knows? The drum set has a little bit of a different property to it, because when you go into note editing mode, you can't just click and add notes in the typical sense. You kind of have to use the notes that are down here at the bottom. So if you click on one of these, it plays a preview of what it sounds like. And you can also change your drum sets, and it has a different list of drum sets when it's marked as one. So when it changes to maybe, I don't know, Jazz 1. And this list will probably look a little bit different for you guys downloading Musescore. So once I do that, I can just... Now normally what I like to do is, some of these notes are on a different part or a different arrangement. So whenever you select one of these green notes, I always like to change it back to set 1, because it takes into account the other notes when you do that. So then you can just start adding notes. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. But I didn't even know you could rearrange those. I just learned something new in Musescore, lol. For the amount of time I've spent on Musescore, you think I know everything, but nah. I feel like there's a lot of echo on that. My imagination. Maybe it's just how I set up the that instrument. Oh, I'm not gonna save this yet. Now, normally for piano instruments, I don't actually like to have the two different staves like that. I like to have only one staff per instrument, and then I can just add separate parts, because then I can change the properties of those instruments without it affecting the other one. Whereas if you have one instrument that has two different staves, if you add things like dynamics to it, it'll change both of them, and it kind of screws up the volume of it sometimes. And also, Musescore tries to group some of the parts sometimes when you add them in, so I just delete these symbols whenever I can. Even though for people actually making it professional and using all the special symbols and stuff, there's probably reasons to be using those, but it might be one of those things that where Musescore just doesn't account for what it actually does, and it's just for people to read the music. Hey, Dylan. Thanks for stopping by. I'm finally getting around to a Musescore tutorial, as you can probably tell. Okay, now that I have a different piano instrument, I'm going to start adding in some chords. One of the kind of useful things you can do to a lot of these songs is you can, once you select something, you can hit Control-C, or you can right-click and copy, but Control-C is kind of more efficient in most cases. And then once you have something selected, you can hit up or down on the arrow keys, and it'll actually move it down, all the notes down a half step. So you can pretty much change the key of your song really quickly by doing that. Although sometimes it works out better than others. Just all depends on what you're trying to do with your song. Now, if you find that your song has a whole bunch of flat signs on it, it's probably because you need to add a key signature to it. And I'm not really sure how to describe. For people who don't know music, I don't know how to describe how you know what key signature stuff is in. But a cheap way that you can kind of figure it out is whatever one of these you put in, it gets rid of the most flat signs, and whichever one gets rid of the most flat signs and special symbols before all the notes, that's probably the one that's the right key signature, because that's what the key signature effectively does. It makes it so Musescore doesn't have to put these flat signs everywhere. Otherwise, it'll sound pretty much exactly the same. Although, if you find that it adds too many of these, whatever what this is called, I don't even remember this. Well, they're all called accidentals, but the non-sharp or flat sign, then it probably means you have too many symbols, and that Musescore doesn't actually change the notes when you add in a key signature, so whichever one gets rid of the most symbols overall is probably the right key signature. That is the cheapest way to think of it, but it's kind of the truth. Let's see, what other things are there? You can add a bar line, which kind of does the same thing as a repeat, except it'll actually save when you go to export it. Oh, here's something that's kind of important that I actually learned about recently. The swing text, that even though it calls it text, it actually does something kind of useful. When you add it, and then you go to System Text Properties, you can actually add sort of a swing effect to some of your songs, which is really useful a lot of the time, because I've tried to do it manually in the past, and it makes your song look really ugly, and it's a lot of work to try to make it. Whereas if you just add this, it pretty much does the same thing, except you can keep your song with normal notes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds awful with the drums, but if I change this to 70%, I'd like to use 70% with this. It's just the amount that it changes. Basically what it does is it changes the first note of each beat to make it a little bit longer, and then makes the second one a little bit shorter. And it's based on that percentage. So, if I get rid of these drums for a minute. Yeah, so you guys get the idea of that. Just going to turn that off right now. a lot of songs are actually just repetitive patterns of stuff. You don't actually need to be too fancy with your melody so long as you modify it just with a couple notes. I'm actually composing this as I go, Dylan. I don't really know what song this is. I'm just kind of using it as sort of a test song to show off the features of Musescore. Now, if I wanted to... You can also raise parts up by an octave if you select everything, and then you just hold the control key and then you hit up or down. It'll move all of the notes up an entire octave, which is great. I kind of like that a little bit lower, actually. Okay, now I can just listen to this. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be a little bit harder for a lot of you guys to actually make songs that sound good, because I've been using Musescore for a really long time, so I kind of know, I kind of have my own style of stuff that works pretty well. But I'm pretty sure you guys will come up with your own stuff that'll sound really good. And I'm kind of looking forward to it, actually. I happen to have a chat that people can collaborate on stuff with. Does this actually work? Yeah. So if you guys are interested in trying to collaborate on game projects, music projects, things like that, you should check out the King Gamers Discord, because I'm trying to set up sort of an unofficial club thing where people can share ideas and show off their creative works and collaborate. Hasn't really gotten too much attention yet, since I've actually been neglecting it a little bit, but I'm still monitoring it. So thanks, Dylan. I literally just made it during the stream, so it's not exactly my best work, but it's just a test song that I threw together. Hey, Azeli, thanks for stopping by. Oh man, not used to all this talking, in all honesty, but anyway, kind of an update of what's been going on too. I'm still busy Monday, Wednesday, Friday afternoons, so I'm not going to be able to post any videos then unless I schedule them to release then, which actually isn't a bad idea. And also, I've been working on Time Tales along with this other AU, which I'm going to get to in a sec now that I've finished going over the basic features. So I've been pretty busy lately, so I haven't really been able to upload a whole lot of videos, but I try to upload here and there still. For the first week or so, I was actually able to upload every day, but then I decided that that's pretty much impossible. So I'll just doing stuff here and there now. So I'll open up some of these other songs that I was working on. I'll save this too. I might revisit it. Who knows? I always like to save all of my versions and stuff of everything. I'll probably go back to working on other stuff in another stream. I'm probably going to do a Timetail stream, and I kind of lost my train of thought right there. Oh yeah, let me not forget the chat bot that I set up, Kingdom Bot, where you can try to collect all of them star shards. Since you guys happen to be here, I might as well do this. Pretty sure this works. Yeah. I swear, this currency system. Anyway. Let me open up some of the Punstertale soundtrack. I've actually gotten a pretty good... Oh, wait, that's not it. That's one of my Homestuck projects. Probably shouldn't be playing that unless I'm going to start leaving links in the description for stuff. Zoe, do you happen to know if there's like a official Punstertale page yet? Not this. Because I kind of wanted to post a link to it, but I don't know if there is such a thing. Pretty sure that's old too. What's that other song? Beachfront. There you go. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's all good though. Alright, I might as well play this again. This is what I'm gonna be working on in a minute. You guys can let me know if you want me to play through these other two first. This is 3 of the tracks from the Punstertale soundtrack. Maybe turn this up a little bit. Let me go back to Musescore view. That's literally all I have of it so far. It's pretty unfinished, but yeah, Zoe, you can only do shard quests so often, unfortunately. Although for some reason the cooldown message doesn't come up for some odd reason. I don't know. I guess I will play this anyway. Of course, this is a little too loud. Hey, I forgot moderators could do that. Maybe I should have made that admin only. Yeah, Zelly, I should probably make you a mod, considering I've been talking to you almost more than Kobe and Dylan. No offense. No offense, though. Wait, I wanna try something though. If I do this, Kingdombot doesn't even have any shards. Anyway, and I'll put on Beachfront real quick. Apparently, the rewarding doesn't actually award Kingdombot. Actually, is that awarding people even? Yeah, it is. Sure. But if you overdo it, I'm gonna time Kingdombot out, which is actually hilarious to do because I can time Kingdombot out instead of actually timing out someone who abuses Kingdombot. Wait. Silly, I swear I just gave you moderator. What the heck? Did it? I gave you moderator and it didn't pick up for some reason. Okay, try saying something again. You should be moderator now. What the heck? Do I have too many moderators? For the number of people I have? What the heck isn't that working? Okay, let me refresh it. Yeah, it's not working on the live chat either. What? Where is now a moderator for your channel? Really? Okay, Kobe, I'm gonna try something for a sec. Don't get mad at me. What? It says I can remove you as moderator even though you don't actually have the moderator status. I expect this from Pirate. And I kind of expect it from Punstertale and Timetails, but I don't expect it from YouTube. Okay, whatever. I don't even think that removed Kobe's mod. I tried removing your mod and adding Zelly and it's still not working. Let me try refreshing the page or something. Oh, now it works. Maybe I just had to refresh. Okay. Let me try refreshing again. Okay, there you go. Now I fixed it. I fixed it. I don't know. Chill, Kobe. I was only taking you off mod for a second. I wanted to see if there was actually a limit to the number of mods, but apparently it was just that I had the refresh, which I didn't know. I thought it just restarted after you made someone mod. All of their messages after that showed them as mod. Oh god, we're all gonna have a bajillion. Wait, what? What? Okay, wait. Alright. There's a bit of a delay there. There's a bit of a delay, and I was kind of worried. Why do I feel like Kobe's mod commands aren't working now? Even though it clearly says he's moderator. Okay, now it's working. Okay. Well, when we have 3 bajillion shards at the end of the day. Yeah, sure, why not? Maybe gonna be kind of mad if the shard quest doesn't work out now. Wait. You can't bet more shards than you don't have. Oh, flip. 10,000? You serious? I mean, Zelda, you can just reward yourself with that many shards and then bet them in the shard quest. Holy 21,000 shards. Why? Why? I'm tempted to rename the stream to Abusing Kingdom Bot, but wait. Wait. Kingdom Bot is still at 0 shards. I'm done. Good news is I can manually reset everybody's shards. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these shards right now. So I was gonna use them for a giveaway, but not until I nerf the shard system, because right now it can basically go up to oblivion. Cubby, I can also set your star shards up to, like, a stupid number if you want. Here, I'm gonna actually do that real quick. If I can remember how to do it. Okay, go here. And then I go to... Oh wow, those coins are not accurate, like, at all. I'm starting to think there's a limit. I think there's a... Never mind. Never mind. 1 million is not the limit. Okay, I think... Actually, you know what? KingdomBot, you've been abused enough for right now. I actually need to work on music. Oh god, thank the Lord I timed him out before Kobe did that. Okay. Alright. I would say it's over 9,000, but I think it's a little over that. Oh yeah, you can't even see how many shards you have now. Shoot. Just give it a few minutes. What? We were gonna have so many shards that by the time you checked how many shards you were, it would literally clear the entire chat with digits. That's not exactly what I want. Three, 4, 5, 6, 8. Copy this. I'm actually not liking this here. I'm gonna switch this back to piano. Dylan. I think I need some drums here. Not really loud drums. Yeah, actually that loud. That's pretty good. I don't like the drum set, but... Not that. Which one of these crazy drums should I use? Zelly should get it. Not that. This. There we go. Is that right? Nope. I find that in almost all of my songs, I end up using the same pattern of drums over and over, which is this. Oops, well, except for the fact I screwed up doing that manually. Yeah, that pattern. I'm gonna be scared when Kingdom Bot comes back and you guys are able to check your shards. I wish I could untime. I wish there was a way you could untime people out. Or at least the stream host could. Oops. through this, add that here. Okay. In retrospect, I should probably be making another drum set for this, but here we go. I can just copy this. Actually, I should probably ask a pretty important question. What do you guys think about the actual song, which is supposed to be the point of this, but it kind of morphed into Kingdom Bot spam and abuse? I'll copy this for another 4 measures. Okay, you know what I think we need? I think we need a little Megalovania fire us up, because nothing fires people up more than Megalovania. You know what I mean? I happened to notice this on my recent files. So, are you ready for my version of Megalovania? Let's not forget, though, that Megalovania is originally from Undertale, owned by Toby Fox, and I am counting that as my disclaimer. So, just gonna play this real quick and fix the volume on it. Okay, that's enough Benefomegaly for the stream. What happens if I do this? Does this actually work? Nope. Wait. I think I screwed that up, actually. Word -99. Alright, see you, Dylan. I have this feeling this isn't gonna work for copying the bass. I'll have to modify it. Maybe not. Although I might want to move it up an octave. '80. Okay, that's not too bad. Now I'll copy this again. Not cap. One thing I always do is I always end up hitting caps lock instead of shift by mistake, and it's so annoying. Okay, do you guys think I need to add any more instruments on this part? Okay. Maybe I'll add more depth to this. Yeah. What is this other instrument? I think it's string. Not sure if I need the voice anymore. I don't know what to switch it to either, though. Maybe I could switch it to one of my cheesy voice instruments. That sounds kind of hilarious, actually, if I just turn it down a little bit. Kind of annoying sounding too, though. Maybe if I bring it down an octave. Hey. Hey. Don't kill Kingdom Bot. I think this is Command 2, right? I'm trying to remember all the crazy commands. I have commands for all of the other, all the Undertale characters. I have like quotes for them. So if you type in like papyrus, for example. I think I'm gonna change this instrument. Trying to go for a little bit different feel, I think. The nest. Yeah, would you believe that Sans actually said that? Doesn't sound like anything Sans would say, and that's exactly why I made it the quote for Sans. Well, I mean, it kind of does, but it's not what people think of Sans. Initial, or I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Oh shoot, I don't have one for Gaster. Dang it. I wonder if I can program it to display wingdings. That would be awesome. I have to think about that one. Maybe do some copy and pasting. I knew I'm probably missing a couple characters actually still. But yeah, how did I forget about Gaster? Jeez. I'm not gonna worry about it right now though. Does this even have an instrument to it? Doesn't seem like it does. What did you expect him to say? In this world, it's kill or be killed? I'm trying to find all the obscure quotes from Flowey. Or not from Flowey, from all the characters. Because everybody knows all the mainstream quotes, so I don't know why I would just reiterate them. That's why I kind of like the Sans one the most, because everyone's all like, "Get don't." Except maybe for that one. I feel like a lot of people probably know that one. Person who likes cheese. Do you want me to make that command? Because I will. That's pretty good. I might change it to this, so never go wrong with this. It appears I have run out of time on my live streaming. So, I guess that's it for now. I may do a Undertale stream this afternoon, or I may do a Pirate 101 stream. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next adventure.